God. What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. We're gonna let everybody jump in this thing here. Chat's already popping, you feel me? We got that Randi Hipper effect. Who's a Bitcoin bestie out there, man? Who's a Bitcoin bestie? Man, happy Sunday fun day, man. This is the come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. And you gotta love it, man. Today we got a big show. You know we're gonna let everybody get a chance to join. This ain't a regular day, y'all. I do have a poll up there that you guys can vote in. Make sure you vote in the poll, man. What percentage of your portfolio is in Bitcoin? It's definitely a Bitcoin day. So come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. We got a big show today. You hear the music playing in the background. Bitcoin Bestie, yours truly, and Randi Hipper. All right, I gotta say what's up to the chat. You gotta love it. Oh my God, we letting everybody get in here, man. This is a dawn of a new era right now about to happen, man. I'm gonna turn down the music real quick. Okay, what's poppin', man? Special shout out to the Wave Makers. That's my group in the Profit Circle. That's my private Discord group. Everybody been supporting me, rocking me this whole time, man. I'm still high off the Bitcoin conference, to be honest with you. It's been a week later. And, man, me and Randi went out there and we did the damn thing, man. I'm so excited for this, man. Shout out to the chat. We got some people I don't even see that often, but I got some regulars too. Man, at the top, the first person in here, guys, I can't even get up that high. How do you scroll up that high? Last night, somebody jumped in. Man, I can't even let me scroll back that far. But we got, I'm listening to people jumping on me. We got Matt Edema, we got Nick FLP, we got the Backup Kid, we got Van Diem, we got All Set in the house. We got a lot of people up here. What's popping? We got Crypto. Oh, Crypto Cockatoo. What's going on? You guys got to make sure you follow us. Follow everybody on Twitter also. Put your Twitter in there. That's Amy, right? What's going on, Amy? All right, we got a big show today. I know I'm going to let people join. It's been 1 minute or whatever, right? You guys can hear the music in the background. Is the background music too loud or is it good? Do I need to turn it down a little bit? Maybe turn it down a little bit. Lord knows we're coming back to the music. Don't even worry about it. We're just putting it in the back just to get warmed up. Okay, first of all, huge show. It's a hell of a thing. I got to tell you, about 1 hour ago, TJ Miller just hit me on Telegram. That wasn't even going to be part of the agenda for the show here, but like, when we were down, I met him on the very first night at the conference, and we had scheduled, like, we're like, okay, well, we're gonna link up. We were rushing to get to that gala thing or whatever, and he was like, oh man, we got to do an interview. And we never got a chance to circle back to him. Kept missing each other on Telegram. Out of the blue, he just hit me on Telegram. TJ Miller, the star of the show Silicon Valley. He's an actor. He's a big Bitcoin guy now. So I'm gonna try to have him on the show. I don't know if he knows all about my show and what I do and everything like that, but he's about to find out, man. Especially when this music video drops tomorrow. And anyway, that's just a quick audible right there. That was a hell of a thing to see about an hour ago, getting ready for the show, because he's a comedian. He's a funny guy. I mean, he's a great actor. And I would love to have him on the show. It'd be dope. But, man, big show today. First, I just got to say the disclaimers real quick. This is not financial advice. Nothing I say on this show is ever financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And also, I do have affiliate links in the description of this and on the screen here. And I am an affiliate with Breakout Prop and Phemex. If you use the Breakout Prop discount code, you get a discount, but I also get a small commission, helps the channel. And with Phemex, it's kind of a special offer for Phemex. They are a leverage trading platform, international leverage trading platform. And if you use my invite link to sign up with them, then you're going to get like special bonuses. But there's also cool features on Phemex I don't talk about enough, like copy trading. I think I'm going to start doing some copy trading. If you guys don't want to trade yourself, you can just copy me. We're going to try to set that up. But also, I may receive a commission with them as well if you sign up. But the best part about the Phemex referral link is that you get to join my Discord for free. Normally, the Discord is $99 a month, but if you use my Phemex referral code to sign up, which doesn't cost you anything, create an account with them. You just use your user ID, put it into the bot in my Discord, and boom, you're in for 1 year for free for the first 50 people. That's how we're doing that, the day ones. So that's how we're getting everybody access to the Discord for free. All you got to do is create an account with my Phemex link. And I really like this because it makes sure that there's real traders in my Discord. We got some big hitters in the Discord. Blueberry's in there. Matt, we got some people doing great setups, some trades. We're going to talk about that. We got a lot of crazy trades I'm in right now. You guys can see right here. So we got a big day. But man, I want to stick to the agenda today because we got not just talk. We're going to talk about the song, and Randi Hipper's going to come on. We're going to have an interview with Randi on. Not really an interview. Basically, what I did was I have her on to watch the music video the first time she's seen it. So I got to record her reactions live. So if you guys love Randi, I know we got a lot of folks that are friends of Randi over here ever since she was Miss Teen Crypto. And you get to see her reaction the first time she sees the music video, Bitcoin Bestie. So leave something in the chat if you have already listened to the song Bitcoin Bestie. You feel me? I'll say what's up to Redman in the chat. Saw him in person. We got Givers Gain in the chat. We got Crypto Billy. Shout out to Billy Goat Tails. We're gonna be revisiting y'all in a second for sure. We got Tex-Mex, Biomex. Right on, man. A lot of fun stuff popping, man. We were in the Lambo and everything, man. We got to shout out to Uncle Jimmy for that one and everybody in the crew there. But I'm gonna stick to the agenda today. First of all, I want to get into the fact that, all right, now you guys know I teach technical analysis on this channel, and yeah, obviously I'm a rapper. I have fun. There's a great weekly recap rap coming up too in the middle of the show, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna drop that before I do the interview with Randi. So, anyways, I just want to say this for anybody who's new to trading, right? A lot of people in crypto, we have fun, we like to long-term invest or whatever, but not everybody is a technical analysis trader, right? And we're definitely gonna get into the charts here on TradingView, but you don't have to be a genius to be a great trader. I really want to make that clear. A lot of times, folks, and we got a lot of smart people in this space, and you think, I got to know the most indicators, and I gotta know how to do every little thing on a chart, and there's an infinite amount of ways you can trade, you guys. The real thing that you need to know is how to recognize trends and when they're changing. And I definitely want to go over some of those philosophies today, because these are things that everybody can benefit from, whether you're new or experienced. And that's really what it is, because a lot of people are experienced traders, but they're always looking for that next home run indicator, and there's some indicators that definitely help, and we're going to go over some of those today. But the main thing the reason we have the indicators is to look at trends. Now, specifically, and this is my opinion, I believe that trading crypto, because I used to trade stocks, I got a bunch of stories about when I was trading stocks, TradFi, but in crypto, I feel like it gives you a specific opportunity to take advantage of trends that go in the extreme more than stocks, right? We get those large percentage moves. Everybody's talking about they're looking for 100x or whatever, right? And I'm about to give you a unique perspective on how you can make money in both directions, or at least I should say how I make money in both directions trading, because of the volatility of some of these coins. We got meme coins and things like that that don't even do nothing. And it really comes down to the technical analysis and some basic philosophies that I'm going to go over today. All right. So now, if we're going to look at the charts here, actually, I'll just go to Phemex real quick. I've been trading in Phemex, right? A few of these I had when I was at the Bitcoin conference, and basically I added to them. And this is the thing, right? So I'm in 10 trades right now. Okay, 10 trades in Phemex right now. All right. And I'm pretty much green on all of them except for this one, and we're going to go over that in a second. We did the whole story in the Discord, and I'm going to talk about it in the Discord, because shout out to my wave makers in the Discord. We were talking about this, all right? But we're going to come back to that one. That was the anomaly, right? That's the gamble play. But what I want to show you guys is the fact that my main philosophy with trading is that you go long strength and you short weakness. I'm going to say that again. Go long strength and short weakness. Now, what that means is that if Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin on TradingView, if Bitcoin is your middle of the road, right? In general, Bitcoin determines the direction of the rest of crypto. So if Bitcoin is bullish, then there's going to be a bunch of altcoins that are bullish. If Bitcoin is bearish, then most of the altcoins are going to be bearish, right? So what I've become kind of an expert at doing is I have a long list of coins, right? Long list of coins that I look at, right? Real long, a couple hundred maybe. And I've identified ones, both in the recent tense, medium tense, and long term, have been relatively bullish or relatively bearish versus Bitcoin. And this is a basic philosophy that it saves you so much. It makes you so you can sleep at night versus, having tight butt cheeks all day, wondering if your trade's going to get stopped out. All right. And the thing about it is, if you follow this philosophy in general, it will save you a lot. And that is why over here on Phemex, most of these are green, right? So here was basically when the tiff between Elon Musk and and Donald Trump started happening, and everything tanked, right? And we got some good trades out of that as well. I hit some take profits. I used to be in 12 shorts, took take profits in that, and I'm still in a lot of these altcoins and meme coins that are basically, I'm still shorting them right now. I think we got to get through this weekend. We're going to see what happens on Monday, but you see there's a lot of green on the screen here, except for this one. Really, this is about break even, but we'll go over this one in a second. So basically, and I want to show you this on Breakout Prop. I also trade in Breakout Prop, but this is just a couple of what I call them weak tickers that basically you can see that they've been coming down. And then you can see another ticker like this one. Let's go back to this one. That's been going up relative to itself. And that's what I really mean. So Bitcoin, this is where Bitcoin's last all-time high was. Right up here. Okay, let me hide this for a second. Right up here, all right? So relatively speaking, Bitcoin is this is where Bitcoin is. So what I'm going through is I'm going down my list here. Okay, that's a bullish ticker. Just so you know, SPX is the most bullish ticker in the entire market. And that's obviously a bullish ticker. This is bearish, right? Especially if you're looking at this is the weekend. This is the weekend right here. This is last weekend. The CME gap is what this is here. This is last weekend here. And you can see, okay, so who has gone higher than last weekend and who was lower? Clearly this is bullish, right? This is higher than last weekend. This is lower. What is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is almost dead even of last weekend, the CME gaps, right? So I'm looking, when I'm shorting, I'm going to short the tickers that are weak. You see, this is relatively bearish. I was already in this one, bearish. I'm up hundreds of % in some of these shorts right now. Bearish. Alice, bearish. So if I have a bearish bias, these are ones I'm already in right now, Dejan, bearish. I feel good. If this pumps right now, but I still think we've already kind of seen the top of the recent trend, I'm fine. I'm sleeping good at night. But for the sake of argument, just for the sake of, and I remember I told you I had 12 of them. I hit profits on 2 of them. I said, and I explained this whole thing in my private group, for the sake of argument, I'm looking for a bullish ticker just in case we want to go bullish, right? And I found SPX and I was like, why the heck is SPX so damn bullish? And so the way I determined that is I put it on the daily chart. You can maybe do it on the weekly, but basically I'm looking to see, so now I'm looking to see this medium turn cycle here, like since January when everything fell, how high is stuff returned, reversed since this low here in March, basically, right? March, April lows. Now, Bitcoin has been like the strongest ticker, all right, this whole cycle. Bitcoin just keeps proving its strength the whole time. So you see Bitcoin is the only one that made a new all-time high. So relative to itself, Bitcoin has been the strongest coin. Out of any ones that I can find, at least, right? Like literally, like the NASDAQ hasn't quite made its new all-time high. Microsoft on Friday, I do look at stocks. Microsoft made a new all-time high, but as far as crypto, Bitcoin's the strongest coin. And so basically, when I saw this, I'm like, what the hell is SPX? I used to short the hell out of this coin all the way down. And I looked it up, and it's the funniest thing. CoinMarketCap is just a general meme coin, basically, right? And there's a little more background information, but basically, this ain't doing nothing except momentum. And so I'm like, okay. So we look at the rest of these now, down. Look how much these have dropped since January, down. These are all relatively bearish. I can go through these so quickly. And in my Discord, I have a channel for bearish tickers, and I have a channel for bullish tickers, so you guys can actually see who has been tracking in what way. So when you want to enter a trade, you're shorting weakness and you're going long strength. Oh, shout out Crypto Princess, always showing love. She was one of the first persons in here as well. So we got to give her a shout out. And, look at her in the chat, blowing it up. Right on. Appreciate you. And so what this is, the reason why I'm showing you guys this first is because, like, sure, we could go over a million different technical analysis trading strategies, but this general principle basically applies to any strategy, okay? So you can see all these have been bearish tickers. So when all of this pumped like this, if I think we've reached the top of a local top here, I'm going to pick one of these tickers to short. You see, look at STX. Love it, right? I'm shorting, these are down here, this recent pump down here. Like some of these I've actually shorted my other account up here. The account I'm showing you on Phemex is just the one I made for my live stream, right? There's not a lot of money in here, but it's just a perfect example, right? And so the other thing that's very important is I like to have a basket of altcoins, okay? Just for the record, I never short Bitcoin, okay? It's a bad idea to short Bitcoin, right? We've already established that Bitcoin has been super strong this cycle. So why am I shorting a strong ticker? If I'm going to trade Bitcoin, I'm going to go long Bitcoin. That's strength. I'm going to short something else, like one of these. You get what I'm saying? One of these ones, right? And so when I found this one, which is like the second strongest coin as far as almost reaching its all-time high again after Bitcoin, I said, okay, I had a guy in the chat, right? Matt is in there, KPLU. He was like, I said, look, normally I wouldn't short a strong ticker like that, but I have a basket, okay, you guys? I'm already winning. I'm up hundreds of % on some of these, and I'm not really tripping. You know, I'm well into the green. I said, I have a thesis, and this is when I used to say, you got to know the rules of crypto before you can break the rules of trade, or know the rules of trading before you break the rules of trading. I said, look, this is what we're going to do. If this really is the top, this has a long way down, and here's the ruler. So look how much this dropped from here all the way down to here. Almost about 85% drop. And we've seen a massive run up since then all the way up to the top, right? 375%. So I'm like, you guys, this is something that if it falls, if we are at a top, we got a long way down. We could just, and it'll fall hard just like it did here, right? So my thesis was, I'll say, look, okay, I'm shorting 10 coins right now already, or nine already at that time. I already taken profit or something on 2 or 3. I said, and by the way, I did take profit on this drop too. Let me just show you right here in Phemex. I did win this trade already, okay? I'd entered it here, and I took the profit right at the bottom, right? Then my new entry was right at the top. So as you guys can see, when I'm trading short term, I get pretty precise. You see that arrow? That's a short, and this is a long. Basically, this is closing out a short, and this was entering a new one. And I could have taken profit here, but here was the thesis, right? I'm already in the green, basically, on the trade, right? So I explained this whole thing in the Discord, and I'm like, look, you guys, if this coin really is topped out, right, we're right at a level of what looked like resistance. We just broke through right before the live stream. If this is the top, I will ride this all the way back down and get my home run giga short. You know what I'm saying? And along with the rest of these, right? But it looks like it's not. And let's see if I get stopped out on this live stream, and it'd be a lesson to me, right? I could get out now, but I want to take my medicine. I'm showing you guys why you don't short strength. Don't short strength. Why am I shorting this ticker? And here's the thing. Some people think, oh, it's gone up so much, it's due to have a pullback. It's going to come down. Don't look at it that way. I used to look at that sometimes, and it's sometimes true, but you have to wait for the whole entire trend to change for that to become true. And in the meantime, it's going against you. Don't do that. Do that on one of these coins. Do that on one of these ones that's been trending down. So now my entry is like here or something. I don't even know where my entry is on this. Oh, it's here. I got a long way to go this. So like if I'm wrong and I think this is the giga short, I could do a couple of these before this one happens again, before it comes all the way back down again. So I'm not even worried about it. And this is why, so whatever strategy you want to use for entering, I don't care if it's Fibonacci's, I don't care. So this other thing is this volume metric here. A lot of people like to look at this. I don't really need it because I can pretty easily tell let me go back to the hourly. I can pretty easily tell where the volume is just by looking at all these lines are different support and resistance lines on Bitcoin that I've previously drawn, including where we are now. These two lines, I didn't just draw them in this trading range. It's not like a coincidence. It just kind of bounced off of these. This was when we had that flash crash or whatever. I took profit down here. By the way, too, I took profit on 25% of everything when we hit this bottom. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful on all those trades. So all those trades you see, I'm like a guaranteed win on all of them, even if I got stopped out. Now, I want to confess something to you guys here, all right? Tomorrow, we are dropping the song Bitcoin Bestie. We're dropping the music video. The song Bitcoin Bestie is out right now. But tomorrow, I'm going to go on Randy's show, and we're going to release the music video. Our show's in like 7:30 in the morning, or my time, 7:30, right? I'm on the Pacific Coast. And so what I really want is Bitcoin to pump. So all of these shorts that I have open right now are basically like a jinx or a hedge. I don't care what you want to call it, but like if they all get stopped out, I don't care. I want Bitcoin to pump. Really, I want Bitcoin to pump. If all that green turns red, I don't care. Ultimately, I want Bitcoin to pump because I want this song to pump. And the markets will love, people will love your song more if the markets are pumping. So really, I want Bitcoin to pump. Let's just make that clear, all right? I'm a Bitcoin bull for sure, like I say in the song. Hey, shout out TradeFly. TradeFly put me on, he's in the chat right now. He put me on this mailed studio, which is what I'm using now to kind of do these cool transitions and stuff. And also I met him, got to meet him in person down there at the Bitcoin conference. So that was dope. Shout out to everybody I met down there. And I'm going to mention that in the weekly recap wrap as well. But this volume profile here, I don't really need this because it's obvious to me, right? Like when you move it, you'll see that like the volume is obviously mostly happening here. It's where the price action has been happening. So, you know, there's a lot of ways to look at a lot of indicators is my point. But I just wanted to go over those general philosophies because you're going to win trades or you're going to avoid losing trades big if you short this coin instead of longing a coin that looks like this. A chart, I should say, a chart that looks like this. Short this instead of a chart that looks like this. You see what I'm saying? Because if this wasn't the top, which it wasn't, it broke out. By the way, this is what we call an ascending triangle, I swear. And again, I talk about this in the private Discord. In the Discord, I really want you guys to join the Discord because I'm on this shit all day long. All right, I'm on it all day long. And I'll just pull it up here real quick just to show you guys what it looks like. We're in here all day long looking at charts and going over stuff. It's not just me also, so you get the perspective of other people, all night long. Somebody bought, her name's Robin, some Bitcoin. Bought a meal at the restaurant with some Bitcoin, testing that out. But anyways, we're looking at charts all day long. This is a general chat. We also have the market analysis chat where we're going to go over different things going on in the market, a little more specific. The general chat is kind of whatever, but we do put some charting in there as well. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And remember, you can join my private Discord absolutely free if you use my, for the first 50 people, you get free for 1 year if you use my Phemex referral code, which is here on the screen, just to create a Phemex account. It's totally free, all right? All right, and also, I'm going to be doing challenges and stuff on there. They got a lot of cool promotions on Phemex, which I got to start making some content about that stuff. I've been working on this music video this whole week. I'm obsessed with it. Put in a lot of hours, hundreds of man hours I spent on this music video. So I hope y'all love it. We had a great time. Shout out Jade. Jade was also helping. Let me show you guys Jade. Jade, are you in the chat? I don't know if Jade's in the chat, but we're gonna do a sneak peek of Jade real quick, just to show you guys what she looks like. If you guys haven't been following my content, this is Jade.
Tell me who the fuck you wanna be? Can I, baby? Can I, baby?
Now Jade is competing for Miss World this year. She just won Miss New Jersey. And so Miss World USA. And so basically we're going to be supporting her. But as you can see, she's fully qualified to be in the front of the camera. But she was behind the camera too. So you'll notice in the music video, there's no shots of me and her together because she's either filming me or I'm filming her. On my Instagram, somebody filmed her. And I posted the story on it today. You can see her filming me and Miss Teen Crypto, Randi Hipper, performing the rap. So she's a multi-talented person. So we definitely you're gonna be seeing more Jade because she's a great team member, great asset to have on the team. And just great personality, great person in general. So anyways, back to the charts here real quick. And pretty soon, what time is it? Oh, in about 8 minutes, we're going to get into the weekly recap wrap. And then after that, we're going to bring on Randi. So make sure you guys stay tapped in, tell a friend, share this out. Oh, and by the way, if you guys can like the video, share it, leave a comment in the regular comments after it's over. I appreciate all that stuff. I'm not the best. Listen, you guys, I'm not the best at asking for likes and comments and shares and help and all that. So I appreciate everybody who takes it upon themselves to do that. These Web2 algorithms don't show me a lot of love, so I'm counting on the community to help support your boy Cassius Cuvée. And I always reply to all my comments and always communicate with everybody. So any questions, if anybody's a new trader too, by the way, if you're a new trader, I don't want you to be overwhelmed by all this stuff, okay? I know you might not know, like Jade asked me, she's like, what do all the lines mean? You know what I mean? You're looking at Bitcoin, all these lines, and I'm like, oh, I gotta explain some more of that. These are called support and resistance. These are, as you can see, Bitcoin has bounced off of this multiple times. And like the thesis for me right now is if Bitcoin can't break above this by Monday, then basically, we might see one of these where it comes like this, and we'll see it kind of going to come to the head with this blue line. I drew this line months ago. And you see how it's kind of hugging it right now. I don't necessarily believe all these lines hold forever because they always eventually break. They work until they don't. But we're going to see if there's a breakout. And if there is, price will probably shoot out because people set what's called stop limit orders. So for traders who've been around for a while, a limit order, you guys know what that is. That means okay, if price hits this, then I'll enter. So it's like if I have a limit order, these dotted lines are alerts. So if Bitcoin drops, and I drew this one right here for this because I was like, if Bitcoin breaks below this, then we're probably going lower. But if it breaks above this one, we're probably going higher, right? That's kind of my thesis here. So if you have a limit order, that means this says, okay, if Bitcoin dropped down here, I would hit this limit at this line and I would automatically buy. But what a lot of people do, a lot of professionals, they have what's called a stop limit order. And what that means is if it breaks above a line of resistance or below a line of support, they'll either go short automatically there. It's called a breakout, or they'll go long automatically here. So that's one of the reasons why you want to know where your support and resistance is. It's not that hard to see. You can kind of see these levels here that price has bounced off of a few times, right? It is subjective to that degree in the sense of, I just drew it. But, you know, it's kind of obvious. And even down here, right, this is kind of a support line. There was a bigger one down here, which is why I drew that. And sure enough, this bounced off that, right? I think I drew this like way over here. So anyway, this is just the 1 hourly chart. So this is what I'm watching right now. And here's the thing. We're going to find out. I always say this, by the way. I watch the stock market. The NASDAQ seems to lead the way for crypto, or at least I should say this. If the NASDAQ drops, it's not good for Bitcoin and crypto, all right? Doesn't mean crypto and Bitcoin can't perform more to the upside. Like I said, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high and the NASDAQ has not. But I want to see what happens, right? Stocks don't trade on the weekend. And sometimes crypto has a lot of fun on the weekend when that doesn't happen, a la SPX, right? But if let's say Bitcoin can't quite get over this on the weekend, and then all of a sudden tomorrow we open and the NASDAQ falls or opens, you know, negative, Bitcoin might bounce right off of that and come back down again. That's kind of what I don't want to happen, because I want the Bitcoin Bestie song to pop on a day, to drop on a green day for Bitcoin. But this is, we're right at the inflection point. So I want to go over this real quick. So here's one trading strategy. It's really a bankroll management strategy. You can set an actual trade in both directions if you wanted to. Okay, that's Fibonacci. We don't want that. We want to set this one. So go back to this. So what you can do is, this is like a thing that's a widget that people use to set if they want to go long or short. So for example, if this were the long, and let's say you're like, okay, I'm going to bet on Bitcoin hitting this breakout. You could set your stop loss. You'd set it low here, and then you could say how high you want it to go, right? But you could do at the exact same time the opposite of that. And that's what I want to show you. The opposite of that. That's a long. Here's the short. You could do that too. Obviously, we'd put it over here. And you would say that, okay, but what if it's bouncing off of resistance right now? Now, again, this is not for the faint of heart, okay? But the point is, if you were right, you could be, I have this saying, I say, I'd rather be rich than right, okay? If you don't know if you're going to guess the right direction, you would get stopped out on this one, but you could make your profit back on this one. Or if you're wrong, you get stopped out on this one, and you'd make your profit back on this one. So I'm not going to the specific technical analysis on this. I'm going to save that trade for another day, but I'm just saying that premise is, if you know your support and resistance areas, then you can actually do something like that. If you set a 3-to-1 ratio, you're going to lose 1 unit, but you'll win the 3, because things tend to move in trends, okay? Of course, it's possible you could have a zigzag and both people get stopped in both directions. It happens, but that's just one way to trade. There's a million ways to trade, and I'm not going to go over all of them. Okay, so we definitely went over the difference between strength and weaknesses. Oh, and the reason why I diversify specifically is because altcoins are unpredictable, you guys. All right. So I've got all these ones, and I'm diversifying. Like, why don't you just pick one of these and go home? Okay. And that's the valid point. I only had 2 or 3 of them when I was at the Bitcoin conference. They're my highest conviction plays. But it's because, what if one of these coins does this move here? You know what I'm saying? It did exactly what I talked about it in the Discord. I'm like, usually an ascending triangle breaks out. Sometimes you can wait, right? I could have got out and I could have waited, and then you can short the top of this. Oh, let me go back here. The ascending triangle broke out like it always does. Not always. It does a lot. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll wait for the breakout. And if I am bearish, like overall for the market, I let this whatever ticker do the breakout, and then I'll short it when it gets to here. So you can do that. But again, this ain't the ticker to do that on. SPX is the most bullish ticker in the whole market. Don't do that on this one. All right. This one I shouldn't even be shorting. But the point was, if I'm diversified and I'm wrong about one of these altcoins, or weird price action happens or something, that's okay. This one gets stopped out and the other 9 will win, and I'm still green overall. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't mind diversifying those. Now, if you're one of those people that just want to follow one coin, just want to follow Bitcoin, that's totally fine. I understand. Diversifying is honestly, it's time consuming, because you got to do multiple TA. But it helps me when trading altcoins, because weird stuff happens on altcoins. I'll give you an example here real quick. Look at Alice. Alice is, not that it even matters, but Alice is a gaming, it's like a metaverse game, okay? And this token, I first learned about it in 2021 when I was buying all these coins thinking they're going to the moon. And you could see these scam wicks that kind of come out of nowhere on some of these. That was like a big move, like all of a sudden. This is the 1 hour, but like, let's see what it did just like on a short time frame. It just shot up, came back down again. Another one did that. And you can get stopped out sometimes if you're not careful, right? Some of these moves just go straight up out of nowhere. And that's why I always say, like this candle here, this wick, this stopped out somebody, right? So this is why I always say, I don't mind diversifying on some of these. Let's see, Zill. Oh, this one. This is the one I wanted to show you, right? This is the 10-minute chart, okay? So this did this all in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It did straight up and straight down, right? I mean, let's see. This is the 5-minute chart. You know what I mean? So this was one of those ones that just went straight up. So you're thinking like, these candles don't do anything. What the heck? And I actually almost got stopped out. So basically, you know, that's why I like to diversify the altcoins, you know, the shit coins, the ones that really just are low cap, because any market manipulation come along. I mean, look at this. If you look at it on the hourly, it just went like straight up out of nowhere, this wick, and then straight back down again. So, you know, that was like a liquidate everybody and then come back down again. So that's why I like to be diversified, just in case you get an unlucky wick on some of those, you know? So anyways, I think it's about that time. Let me know, chat. Are you guys ready for the weekly recap wrap with your boy Cassius Cuvée? Are you ready to hear what's been going down? It's just a quick recap wrap, you know, and then after that, we're going to get into the interview with Randi Hipper. And I definitely like to do the weekly recap wrap every week. Let's make it a thing. You know, after this live stream is over, I'm going to post it. And there he goes. Kalichi said, I'm a Bitcoin bestie. After this live stream is over, I'm going to post the weekly recap wrap on Twitter, and you guys can share it and retweet it there and everything like that. But I think it's about that time to get into the weekly recap wrap with your boy Cassius Cuvée on the come up. You feel me? All right, who's ready for the weekly recap wrap? Let's go. You know, I'm trying to tell people how to trade, but sometimes they don't be listening to me, man. These dumbass Web 2 algorithms ain't much help either, but the wave makers know what's up. So let's go. I told my Discord the chart is set up to dump on some dumb news. Then came the Elon and Donald Trump feuds. 12 shorts, 2 TPs run through. 10 left cause Giga short, mean dreams come true. Maybe I seen some clues like a gumshoes, what a gun do. Meet me out in real life and realize I wasn't just some dude. I'm a big dog when I come through. Shining always got baddies with me. My homeboy invited me to VIP, and when we showed up, he was glad he hit me like, yeah. This year we in LV, not Tennessee. I'm right here where the winners be. Spraying Cuvée, not Hennessy. So damn right, you gon' remember me. So much love, pissed off haters. Plus you know on my show I bring the heat every week like Las Vegas. I'm only rocking with wave makers. Triple digits on 10X. There's prop firms and leverage like Breakout and Phemex. I'm dropping a gym next. This right here is the final warning. You better tap in with Randi Hipper. Live show tomorrow morning. You know, at this point, man, I'm just doing this to show you how it's supposed to be done. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. We on a come up. Yeah. It's the come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. You feel me? We always gonna go hard. Every episode of the come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. You know I love to go hard. Definitely got bars for days, man. I just be doing this as an exercise, you know, just to have a little fun. But if you guys like rap, you came to the right place because this is what I do. And as you guys know, we got the song Bitcoin Bestie coming out tomorrow, the music video. Song's out right now on all streaming platforms. Make sure you add it to your playlist. Also, by the way, chat, shout out to the chat, man. We got a lot of folks in chat today. I appreciate y'all engaging with me. I also had the super chat thing up here, so if you guys ever do the super chat, make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Oh, I got to start another goal. Is that how that works? Let me set the timer on that. Let me set the timer on that. Let's see. I never do the super chat. Let's see. Goal 5 chats. How does this go? Oh, we got to do it. I got to mention in rap next week. So the winners will get mentioned in the rap next week. That's the goal if we get the 5 super chats. So you guys know I make custom songs. I'm a reality rapper, so you know everything I said in that rap right there was what really happened. You know what I'm saying? And show up. We got the VIP. We got the baddies with me. We do it big, man. If you guys have seen me in real life, man, I ain't just some dude. You know? Cassius Cuvée come through like a movement. You feel me? And it's always lit. It's always a vibe in crypto when I'm there. That's for sure. So we always going to be doing it big in real life. That's why my first crypto song was called In Real Life. You feel me? All right, but I think without further ado, I think it's time. You guys ready for a Randi Hipper to come on the show? I think you guys might be ready for that. Kalechi said no cap in the rap. I appreciate that, man. That's right. We always keep it real in the rap. Let's go. Let's go ahead and bring on Randi Hipper here. Welcome to the Come Up with Cassius Cuvée, and I'm very excited having my Bitcoin bestie right here, Randi Hipper, and this is your first time watching the music video. I just finished it last night. You've downloaded it. You're going to watch it on your end. All we're doing, there's no sound of the song or anything. I'm just recording your first reaction watching it.
Yes, okay, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna put you on this screen. I'm gonna watch it on this one. I'm starting it in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that's a good shot.
Randi Hipper. Randi Hipper.
Cassius Cuvée.
Oh my God, slow bubble.
Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen life trading on a wide screen?
I can't.
Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized, no censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
It's great for those who just DCA'd. If you stacking sats and you trying to save, some like to hodl, some like to trade. I'ma do both, just ride the wave. When price drops, don't get angry. Man, that's just how the game be. I seen worse, nothing really pains me. I'm a Bitcoin bull, can't change me.
It's the best assets of the old times, like the 1849 of gold mines. It's a gold rush happening in yo time. Every 4 years gonna blow minds. Let's see, investing. When Bitcoin met me, it blessed me. Positive is just how I live. All I gotta say is stay zesty.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Yes, Jade,
You
get
gotta
it.
love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Tina,
I'm a
I can't.
Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Jimmy!
You gotta love it.
By now, you should know that it's here to stay. When
inflation on fiat is running away.
I've
Yeah.
been here since back in the
Sam!
day
Oh my
when they said
gosh.
it would never hit 100K. You trust the banks? Well, I trust the code. Price predictions, I barely stress. Hit a mill in 5 years? Maybe less. When it does, you'll see it on the Daily Zest.
You should watch if you knew or a clever
Yeah.
trader. She's too cool, you could never hate her. She gotta be the #1 educator. Could explain Bitcoin to a 7th grader. Gotta say what's up to the super chat. Special shout out to the last tipper. Bitcoin bestie, Randi Hipper. That shoe fit like a glass slipper.
This got my friends in a frenzy. We ain't even trying to be trendy. I'm a digital girl in a digital world. Out here repping it for Gen Z. We peer to peer cause the future's here. All grown up and permissionless. Now picture this, we're witnesses. By now you should know what the mission is.
Crypto winner is so frigid, it's no gimmick, but I'm cold with it. I've been
Oh
in it
my
since
God.
4 digits. Price going up with no limits. I'm Cuvée like fine wine. Whenever I rhyme, come toast me. Grab the homie, raise a glass. One love to Satoshi.
I'm a Bitcoin
Yeah,
bestie.
Jade.
You gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Oh.
You gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
It's all of our
You
friends.
gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
I actually can't. That was fantastic. That was wild. That's actually really sick. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought I would be in a music video, and that's just getting me. Like, the Bitcoin chains looked so good.
We did
I
the
should have
damn
worn it
thing.
in the Lambo. Oh my gosh. That was so amazing. Cassius, you're a genius.
I'm glad you like it. You don't understand. I'm so excited. I'm nervous over here. Okay. I'm like, I just wanted to think it's dope, man. I really did
No,
put in a
it's
lot of work
sick.
on this.
No, like, I really appreciate everything that you've done. Like, like, it's been a few years since I was like, Cassius, can we make a song? And I really didn't expect it to, like, happen. And then you, like, hit me up, and I was like, please, this is crazy. And then we did it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, all of our friends are in it, too. It's adorable.
Right. And so, first of all, thank you for joining. You did a great job, right? You know what I mean? Like, we never filmed a music video together, and I didn't know what to expect, right? I mean, you got to show up. We got to be on point. We know we both had a million things going on. It's not like we had planned setups and permits and everything, you know what I mean? So this is a shoestring budget music video for anybody watching it. Like, this is not, we didn't have millions of dollars put into this video, you know what I mean? We just showed up, did it Cassius Cuvée style on the fly, and you came up and knocked out the park. Also, shout out to Jade. Couldn't have done it without her. Jade is on both sides of the
What a
camera.
queen.
Like,
And I loved how we ended up matching in, like, the first time we filmed, like, at the actual conference. And I was just like, wow, that's, like, so perfect. I think it just all, like, I believe everything happens for a reason. And the way this all just, like, came together, it was beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful.
I really appreciate it too. I mean, it was like, when we first talked about it, I didn't have a beat. I didn't have an idea for a song. I just knew my abilities, and I was like, but the camera loves you, right? So I'm like, she's gonna knock it out the park. And I was like, I got to get some beat. I was putting the word out to producers. They weren't hitting me. I ended up making that beat myself. And then I made that beat myself. And
Oh,
so
wow.
I made the beat, and then I was just like, I was like, okay, look, I went on a long drive. I like to freestyle while I'm driving, and that's when the hook just came to me. I was just kind of singing it. You say zesty a lot. So I was like, the Daily Zest is your show, and zesty is your word. And I was kind of zesty, but I was like, I don't want to say zesty, I want a little more broad. So I was like, bestie, you know what I mean? And I just like, I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. And I was like, that's gotta be the hook. And the funny thing is I actually have it recording because I'm like recording myself on my phone. So I actually have like the moments that I was actually like thinking of the hook and the song and freestyling and stuff. So I don't know. I just think it's a really fun song. I think it's the catchiest crypto song I ever made. And there's no better person to make it with than you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored, Cassius. Like, you have no idea. I was so excited for this. And when we said, all right, we're going to film in Vegas, I was like, we have to make sure we get this done. And then, Jimmy donating the Lambo to us was absolutely amazing too. It's just like so many people had such a great role in this. And so I was also honored to have Jade Miss New Jersey in it too. So shout out to her dad, Ron. Appreciate you.
Yeah, he's a fan. He's a fan for sure. But Jade's in the video. Jade filmed us though. So people don't know,
yeah, she did. She was doing really good. And she had it was so funny if you were there, you saw Jade with the camera and then the light, she was following us around, and it was just hysterical. She was really killing it.
She's never filmed a music video before, okay? So this was her first time, and I just said, I'm gonna tell you what to do, Jade. That's why me and Jade are never in the same shot, because I'm filming or she's filming, and then she wasn't there when we did the Lambo. That's Uncle Jimmy. So anyway, this was a hell of an experience. It was great fun because the crowd, I know you were kind of gone some of the parts, right? When all the other folks came. That's why I knew I wanted to show you this. This is the first time that you've got a chance to see the other folks that are in the video, because you weren't there when I filmed them. And sometimes, at conferences, the third day is not that many people. We went to Sin City Crypto in the morning, and I was like, man, we're not going to make it to the conference till the second half of the third day. And I was afraid there wasn't that many people there. But when we walked in, it was packed. I was like, oh, this is awesome. So we went straight to the middle and just set up shop, pulled out the speaker, and just started bumping it. And I didn't have to go anywhere. Everyone just came up to me. You know what I mean? Cassius, hey. And I was like, you guys want to be in the video? So we filmed everybody right there. It was one after another, people just showing up. And it was just everyone was feeling the vibe. So it was I got to get everybody in the video. Everybody is a Bitcoin bestie. Bitcoin sitting right near all-time highs during the conference, which is the first time ever. And it was just, it was amazing energy. And then when Jimmy told me about the Lambo, I said, well, I can tell you what. I know where Miss Teen Crypto is going to be between the hours of 1 and 2 p.m. So we can definitely get her at 2 p.m. And when I tell her we have a Lambo to do one more setup, she's going to be down. And you were.
Oh, absolutely. Because I knew Jimmy had the Lambo the first day, but I didn't know he had it for the whole week. So when you told me oh yeah, Jimmy's got the Lambo, let's go shoot, I was like, absolutely, we could not miss out. And then I posted that little clip of us in the car, and I was like, win Lambo right now. And I thought that was really funny. I thought it was a corny little joke, but I'm super excited to tweet this out and post it because I think it's absolutely iconic.
I do too, man. And listen, I love that the whole song is about Bitcoin, right? I make a lot of songs about crypto or different things or whatever, but this song is going to be around for a while. Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? This is not, I'm hoping they're bumping this in 5 years, 10 years. When Bitcoin is $1 million a coin, that you saying the one part of the song is hit $1 million in 5 years, maybe less. You know what I'm saying? This
and when it does, you'll see it on the Daily Zest. Yeah, no, it was actually just, I think it's so timeless, and I feel like it's something that's just a timestamp of what was happening in crypto and in our lives at that time. And I just can't wait to see in 5 years, when I replay this, where Bitcoin and everyone is at that time. You'll be having all these awards by then. You'll be on the top of the Billboard charts, and I'll be doing my thing on the internet. And so I just really can't wait for the future. It actually made me really bullish on the future, believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, this conference was exciting, right? I mean, again, near all-time highs. Everyone was really bullish. It was a fun time. More people than ever, right? 35,000 people. And, it was in Vegas, too, so it's kind of a central location. It's kind of easier. I found it actually easier to get around, right? We can go to side events and get right back pretty quickly to the conference. That was helpful, right? You're in Miami. I spent, I don't know how much on Ubers all the way across bridges and stuff.
Ridiculous.
So it was convenient, and I was able to, see a lot of things, hit up a lot of things, and still come back to the conference and not miss much. So, anyway, it was it was a remarkable experience. The only thing I wish more is we could have got more chance to like just chill and hang out. But, you know, we're working. We're on the job. We're doing our thing. So it was awesome. But me and you going to hang out in person in real life at some point and just kick back, you know, and sip some Cuvée or something and listen to our Bitcoin Bestie together.
Yeah, that would be really fun. We definitely should. And people were saying you should have launched the video at Bitcoin conference. I'm like, man, we had a film at Bitcoin conference. And so like, yeah, I think everything takes time. Like people got to be patient out here. And honestly, it didn't take that much time for you to put this all together, and for how amazing that video is and like the quality of it. It would have taken like trad media months to put that out. So I'm so excited.
Filmed right here on this song. Okay.
Yay! No, it was actually so amazing. Like people just think you need like all this craziness. Like we could get things done simple, fast, and easy. And I feel like that's just how crypto goes. Like we have very short attention spans, especially in Gen Z, but like in crypto, very short attention spans. And so we just wanted to get this out because we wanted to capture that momentum from Bitcoin conference and everyone that we saw. Like I can't wait to send it to all of our friends that are in that video. I didn't even know half of those people were in the video. And I just see Sin City and all our friends like bumping. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't.
This is going to be a movement. Remember when we had our first meeting and I said, just have a call with me, Zoom with me, and I'm explaining to you what I'm thinking. I'm like, look, whatever happens, I'm not going to half-ass this. Like, I want us to make the most epic crypto. So I didn't have any idea for the song yet, nothing like that. All I knew was like, this got to be good, man. Like, you know what I mean? I got Randi Hipper on me. This one, we got to knock this one out the park, you know? And I knew, because there's kind of twofold, right? One, we want to have like an intro song for your show, right? But at the same fold, I was like, but I need this to be a timeless banger. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, okay, this is going to be like a complete song. It's not too long. It's 2 minutes and 45 seconds long, or whatever, 2 minutes, 47 seconds. And we got hooks. We got verses. It's super catchy. You're spinning. And I knew I did have the idea. Well, not until I had the beat, but I was like, I want us to go back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, so we were bouncing off of each other. I knew that'd be fun. And so then I was like, okay. And I mean, first of all, like, we're really talking about crypto. Like you're really educating on the song. It's mutable and decentralized. You know, no hard.
No, it was literally everything that's like my personality and your personality was just like merged into that song. And I just like when I saw the lyrics, when I listen to music, I'm all about the lyrics. And so when I was looking at it, I was just like, wow, that is so perfect. I don't know how you do it. You're just incredibly talented.
I thank you very much. I appreciate it. I did spend a lot of time on the lyrics because I was like, we got to get this one right. Like this one can't have no fluff in it. One love to Satoshi. Like I had to end it with that. You know what I mean? Like
loved it. That was one of my favorite lines. I'm not even joking. I love Bob Marley. Like everyone that follows my show knows I love the Marleys and like One Love. Like everyone's like, you know, we have the same blood. We look at the same sun. All those sort of things. And that line just like really hit it for me. I was like, One Love to Satoshi. Like I absolutely loved it. No, you really killed it. I'm so excited about this song. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm like losing it a little bit.
Me too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the music video. It turned out well. You know, you never really know until you really get the footage. So what it really happened was we filmed the first day, right, with Lil Bubble and everything, right? I was wearing this jacket. That's why I wore it for this. We filmed it, and I was still like, like we didn't get we got some setups. I was like, I don't know if we got enough. I know I still have to get a lot more B-roll. I still have to, you know, film other people singing it and stuff. I knew it was catchy. I knew people would like it pretty quickly. But I was like, man, but coming back that third day and getting everything, I just felt so good about it. I was like, this is going to work, especially the Lambo. I was like, this is going to work.
We walked away from that Lambo like our job is done.
Yes, we did it. Exactly.
No, that was honestly great. That was so perfect. And I remember just like filming around the Lambo and I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. Like I was really like in it at that moment.
Once we got the Lambo, it was like, this is going to work. I was like,
yeah.
It wasn't even like we had lighting. Like we could have like big lights and everything set up perfectly. It's like we made do with what we had with the circumstances we had real quick. We weren't in that Lambo 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Uncle Jimmy did it for us. There was like, not everything was perfect on the technical stuff. Remember some little things.
Yeah.
But I know how to edit. I was like, we're going to make it work. You know what I mean? And you nailed it. You nailed your parts.
Oh,
you look great to me.
you.
Like, you look great.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
like, she's hot. You know what I mean? She's killing it right now. She's killing it. That's why I texted you. I said, you look so good. Because I knew you didn't know how you look, because I didn't know either. You know what I mean? Until like, I didn't even really get to watch it that day. I watched it like, not really till I got home. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, we're hitting right now. I was like, she looks good. I was like, this is going to hit.
Yeah, I really tried to like diversify the outfits and everything so that way like it was like spicy. And so yeah, I really enjoyed it too. I never really like thought like that's the direction I'd be going in crypto, but I wanted it so bad. It's just like I have to do it. And you know, it just like it happened so perfectly. Like the timing, everything was so perfect. So I'm so excited to release it, and I hope you guys like it because it is just like it encapsulates everything that we stand for. And so one love to Satoshi, man, and like spread love everywhere and share this song everywhere too.
Yes, please share it. Please play it. If you're a Bitcoin bestie, if you love Bitcoin like me and Randi Hipper, share it, play it. Doesn't matter if we have some pullbacks. Don't only play it on the good days. Definitely play it on the good days, but even on the red days, remind yourself why you're here. I mean, listen, I don't even make that many songs, music videos. I really don't have time, right? I'm doing a lot of leverage trading. I'm teaching people technical analysis. I'm doing all sorts of things in crypto. But like the reason I had to do this is because you came on your live show live and like I knew that you wanted it. I knew you appreciate it. You're like, shout out Cassius Cuvée. Everybody make sure you follow him. The guys, he's a good person. And by the way, he makes these great songs. Music video. I would love if we could have a music video. And I was like, hold my beer. I was like, that was it. You know what I mean? She's gonna go live on air and specifically say she wants to do a Cassius Cuvée song with me. I'm like taking off my jabs. I'm like, let's go. You know what I mean? I was like, we got to do this. You know, I DM'd you that same day. I was like, as I was watching live, I was like, okay, we're doing it. We're doing it for sure.
Oh my gosh. And when you texted me, I was like, oh my word, I'm so excited. And so yeah, no, you really killed it. And you don't know how much I appreciate it. And I can't wait to post. I'm gonna post it on every single platform possible. And for all you guys that like to like post on Instagram and things, then you could use the song on Instagram and I believe TikTok too, right? Can we use it on TikTok?
Yeah,
yet?
it's streaming everywhere. It's out right now. Bitcoin Bestie. Yay! It's on Cassius Cuvée. I know you don't have like a distributor, so I released it. Cassius Cuvée. It says Cassius Cuvée and Randi Hipper featuring Kayla Love. I want to say shout out Kayla Love because she sings on the hook.
Yeah,
and
Kayla.
So basically, it's streaming everywhere. So that means it's inside Instagram. Like you can use the song when you make a post of a photo or whatever, and just go to the hook. I'm a Bitcoin bestie can be your background music. So yeah, Instagram, TikTok, it's in all the databases. So feel free to use it, share it, have at it, man. We did this for the culture, for the community. Everybody just go have fun with it. We're not gonna be doing copyright strikes. You feel me? Like go ahead and have fun with it. Make sure you share it.
Yeah, please use it. Spread it everywhere. We want to get all those shares, as many shares as possible, so the whole world can hear it. And hopefully it goes viral, so that way we could spread Bitcoin adoption through song.
Exactly. And you're educating in the song. She got to be the #1 educator. Could explain Bitcoin to a 7th grader.
Yeah, we should get a lyric video too. That would be really dope. Maybe AI could do that for us. But yeah, I think that's amazing, and I can't wait for everyone to see it. Like everyone's gonna see it on your show. Everyone's gonna see it like on Monday when I post it on my show. You'll be on my show, and it's just gonna be like so amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Randi. You did a great job. Great first music video, and you knocked it out the park. So. We're gonna leave it right there. This is our segment for the come up with Cassius Cuvée. Thank you for coming on. I'll be on your show Monday. We're going to crypto building on Sunday, also after my show. So a lot of fun stuff is happening. Bitcoin bestie, you gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Yo. Special shout out to Randi Hipper joining the come up with Cassius Cuvée on this Sunday fun day. You gotta love it, man. Special shout out to the chat. Y'all going wild out there. This is why I really do this. It's for the community. I could sit up here and just trade all day long all by myself. But, Cassius Cuvée is a man of the people. You know what I mean? I'm an in real life type of guy. And I definitely love trading and everything like that. But I love engaging with the folks and the followers and the people who really, honestly, I love the people who teach me the game, right? So I appreciate everybody who ever taught me something about trading or finance or crypto or Bitcoin. And I feel like it's my duty to then turn around and then give it back to all the people maybe who didn't know, because I didn't know about this stuff. You feel me? So I was like, I got to tell everybody in my community and everybody who follows me and everybody I know about finance and about decentralized finance and why Bitcoin is a different thing and just general Web3 and crypto adoption. And so that's why I do this. You guys, it's a lot of work to be a content creator. And, Randi goes on her show every single day. Do you understand how much work that is? I'm dealing with microphones not working and lighting and cameras and all this stuff that, like, if I just want to sit down and trade, it'd be so quick and easy, And so content creators put in a lot of work. I'm doing my show now just once a week. I was going every day. I was like, let me jump right in the pool. But for me, it's better once a week. I can do a weekly recap wrap and go over the markets, have guests, and be a little more curated of a show. It's kind of more my style, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit of a showman if you haven't noticed by now. And so, but at the same time, I always want to educate. So that's why I love Randi. I used to say, like, before we did this, I was like, Randi, you're the youngest in the game and the most professional in the game. Okay. Like how's she the youngest one and she's on Fox Business and everything, right? So, regularly too, right? I mean, I've been on CNBC a few times myself, but, as far as the education, she's always on point. And those are the type of people I personally look up to. No matter who you are, what age you are, it's never too late to start learning about crypto and decentralized finance. And so, that's why I love everybody in our space and our community. And I appreciate everybody in the chat. Y'all blowing it up today, man, on a Sunday. We got summertime coming, next week? We got the end of spring right now. Everybody's feeling good, looking good. It was so great to see everybody in person out there in Las Vegas. Tom Crown, he just jumped in the chat. Look for him as a feature in the video. We got now in a couple of hours. I'm going to call this out now. We got Billy Goat Tales. I'm going on there. Shout out to the crew from them. We got Dave, Redman. We got Uncle Jimmy, and obviously Billy. And so leave that link in the chat here because I'm going to be on there in 2 hours, something like that. So make sure. You guys tap into his show after this one as well. Get a drink, get some lunch, whatever the case may be. But then we're going to go back into more stuff. We're talking about Bitcoin Bestie, talking about charts, crypto news updates. I love the educators, like I just said. So make sure, Givers Gain, everybody in there, Crypto Billy. Go ahead and put the link to the live stream inside the chat here. So anybody who's in this chat knows where to go and do the follow up. And I'm just looking at the charts here as we go. And here we go. Let me just see real quick. Let me put on music in the background one more time. But Bitcoin is just hovering right here at this price, 106,000, right? 100. These are the 1 hourly chart, 106,000. So the other thing I didn't even really talk about today is down here. These are the momentum waves. Okay. So technically, what it means is when there's a green dot down here, it means we're bullish, and when there's a red dot, we're bearish, right? And it's different on every time frame. Okay. So 4 hours, kind of a good one to look at. You see this uptrend we've been in, nothing but an uptrend since we caught the bottom. So we bounced off this trend line here. Big uptrend. Look like we're going to have a little down. These are 4 hour candles, right? Each one. Boom, we shot up some more. So I'm really looking for my point of resistance here is this line. Doesn't mean we'll hit it. Doesn't mean we won't go over it a little bit like we did here, but we want to see if this is how it works sometimes, right? If we do punch through, we want to see if we come here, bounce, and then go like this. In my opinion, my prediction is that a clear trend is not going to get resolved today on a weekend. I think not until Monday morning, pre-market for the stocks is when we're going to start seeing a clear trend, and that's what I want to say about Bitcoin. Now, what I would like to do with the group, with the chat here, you guys have been very active. Let's play a quick game, and we're going to follow up next week. I want everybody to tap in next week to see who was right and who was wrong, okay? And we're going to have it was basically a contest. It's like who is right about Bitcoin price prediction. And the question is going to be straightforward and simple. Will Bitcoin hit by the end of next week? Will Bitcoin hit $109,000? 109. That's what we're going for. 109. Trying to draw this here. So basically, that's not even what I really want to draw. What I really want to draw is this. My mouse is tripping. You guys ever get a new mouse, put in a new battery and everything, and then it stops, and it ain't working either. Will Bitcoin cross this line? That's what I'm trying to see, this orange line here. Will it cross 109,000? So put in the chat, will Bitcoin cross 109,000? I'm going to end this poll, maybe do another poll. So here with this poll right now. Oops, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Is Bitcoin your biggest investment position? 62% said yes. 32% said, 37% said no. And so basically, that was kind of, you can judge that however you want. If maybe you're in real estate or maybe you're in something else, right? But, that's a lot. 2/3 basically have Bitcoin as their number one investment. And hell, look, it's certainly played out, right? Listen, I'm like, in this cycle, we're all Bitcoin maxis now, right? Considering when you look at this weekly chart and of everything, it's the only thing that bounced back up to its all-time high was Bitcoin, right? We can go, even this one is strong, but it didn't cross the, So Bitcoin is the one. That's why I love the song Bitcoin Bestie, because it's like, this song will be around 5 years from now, in my opinion, right? As long as Bitcoin's around, all the Bitcoin besties are going to be around, Yeah, Edema says alter his biggest position. Yeah. Don't I know it? Not anymore. Maybe I have the amount of them, but not the dollar amount. You know what I mean? Well, we got In Out Crypto in the house. Make sure you don't miss the music video. Hint, hint. We got a lot of cameos in this video, as you heard Randy say. So make sure you share with people who you've seen it and who might be in it. So here's what's going on. Tomorrow morning, I'm going on Randy's show, and we're going to drop the music video when I'm on there. Okay, so we're going to post it on Twitter, and we're going to post it. She's going to post it to her YouTube channel as well. And going forward, it's going to be like an intro version of the song, too, for her show. But for that first one we pop on Twitter, please, everybody, share it with your friends. I don't care if you DM it, whatever. Anybody young, we're looking for some young folks, too. You know what I mean? Well, let's get the kids involved here, man. This is a fun song. It's a catchy song. You know, family-friendly song, you know what I mean? You know, somebody sent it to Larry Fink, you feel me? Somebody sent it to Michael Saylor. And shout out Little Bubble. Little Bubble's in the music video, as you heard Randy say. Let's see if Little Bubble can do a remix on it. So make sure you tag Little Bubble and, you know, tag everybody who's in crypto that you love and that you see. We were at Ben Cohen's party, so there's even a clip from that as well. A lot of influencers in that one, you feel me? But, yeah, old folks need a love song, too. Shout out to Dave Digital. Old folks need love, too. You're damn right. The old folks need love, too. So anybody can be a Bitcoin bestie. You feel me? And so anyways, right now, we're just doing a poll. The poll here for next week. Will Bitcoin cross, at any point during the week, will Bitcoin cross 109,000? That's the question, and we're going to revisit that. Will it touch 109,000 next week? Yes or no? Put it in, say plus 109,000 or minus 109,000 in the chat. 1 for over 109,000 and 0 for no, we won't reach above 109,000 some point this week. I say this week, not next week. Today is Sunday. The Bitcoin week, well, next week. So here's the thing, right? So for those who don't know, the way the charts actually work is Bitcoin's week ends on Sunday. The UTC time is the last day of the week. So Monday is actually, Monday UTC 00, midnight or whatever. Monday UTC is actually when the Bitcoin week starts. So like the Bitcoin weekly candle, I should say. So here, let me show you. So right here, you can see 3 hours and 58 minutes until this weekly chart ends. Weekly candle closes on Bitcoin. 3 hours, 58 minutes. So, 4 hours basically. And it's 5 p.m. my time when that happens. And then basically the week starts. So when I say next week, I know it's Sunday, but next week is next Bitcoin week, crypto week. We talk on crypto time, you know what I'm saying? So will next week, starting in 4 hours, will Bitcoin ever kiss 109,000? So we got we got a 1 yes from the backup kid. We got a 0 from no from Ninja Girl. Ninja Girl's a genius, just so you guys know, computer scientist. We got yes from In Out Crypto. We got Jesse, Dave Digital. He's a Bitcoin bestie. We got Yosef in the house. How you doing, man? We going up, man. New all-time highs. All right. This week, Yosef, new all-time highs. All right. All right. You got that whole song stuck in your head. Exactly right. I got to say, this is the catchiest crypto song I ever made, John. This is the catchiest crypto song, one of the catchiest songs I ever made. I know you guys don't know all of my old music and stuff. I have a lot of music videos on my channel, and I have a lot of songs on like Spotify and, whatever, all the streaming networks as well. I'm also, if you guys didn't know, I'm the first recording artist to ever make a music video NFT, actually. Your boy Cassius Cuvée. So I've been doing this music game for a while, but I've been in finance. Well, I don't know. I've been in finance for a while. I got a whole backstory. I'll tell you guys how I got back into music and then investing kind of at the same time. Basically, the reason why my crew is called the Wave Makers is not only because they are wave makers. I'm talking about people with real impact. That's the kind of people, Cassius Cuvée, I always work with those kind of people. But I also have a song called Riding My Own Wave. So even before crypto came out, when I came back into music, man, the first song I dropped was called My Own Wave. It's just a little EP with 3 songs, and it came out right before COVID hit. I'm talking right before, like February of 2021. And I was getting ready to start promoting music, and then the market crashed. I was like, I got to buy this dip. And that was when I really went hardcore. I already had trading account, but I was really hardcore into trading. And that was when I was like, okay, hold on a second. Music got to go on hold. So I had never really been big on Twitter, but I had my Twitter handle and all that kind of stuff because I was about to get back into music. And then, so I got into the, there was no sports or nothing. And my buddy, who we bet on games and stuff, they started playing the market, right? And so we started, well, I was already playing the market too, but that's what he got me into Twitter. And so that's when I started learning about TradFi trading, and I got into SPACs and the SPAC community. And I made a song SPAC Dream, and it just blew up. And my YouTube channel had less than 20 subscribers back then. And I went all the way from 20 subscribers to like a couple thousand and immediately, right? And I had a plan. I'll tell the story of SPAC Dream another time. But basically everyone was like, you need to make an NFT. This was the day after the Super Bowl when it got first shown on CNBC. You got to make an NFT. And I was like, I heard of Bitcoin. I said, what the hell's an NFT? And that was when That was when I discovered blockchain. I was like, okay, I got to hurry up and go to an NFT class and learn what blockchain is. And once the guy explained it once, I got it. And that was the whole thing for me. It was like, I just wish somebody had told me about this. So my job as a content creator is just exposure. And I do it through music and music videos. And you know, it's a fun way to get people's attention. And hopefully if it's a catchy song, if it's good music, they're going to listen to it over and over and over again. And hopefully share it with their folks, friends, family, kids. And so it drives adoption through awareness. You know, the nuances of finance, there's a million of them, right? There's more than a million ways you can invest. But like, you know, there's not that many songs that hopefully drive home the fact that we can also have some fun doing this, considering it's an inherently boring thing, trading, you know. But that's why I shout out to guys like Guy Adami on CNBC. I've had him on my show, Poppin' Crypto, because, you know, he makes it fun. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to do, whether it's in real life or on the screen here. We try to have a good time, stay positive. That's why I love Randi Hipper. She's always positive. And, you know, we're always bullish. Like I said, altcoin daily, baby. Always bullish. And especially on Bitcoin. You feel me? Bitcoin's proven it. It's proven it. They won. The maxis won. But I'm going to keep making music, y'all. And I'm going to keep teaching people how to trade. I'm going to keep trying to meet people where they're at, as far as some people are at different levels as far as learning how to trade, invest with finance. And I definitely want to spread the awareness of crypto and blockchain. But we're going to close the show here today replaying the rap, the weekly recap rap. I got to play the weekly recap rap one more time because this might be my favorite one so far, man. I be keeping it real. We were really out there in Vegas doing it big, y'all. Me, Randy, Jade. Anytime you've seen us, Tom Crown was hanging with us. Robin was hanging with us. The whole crew, man. We were doing it big. Ben Cohen's party. Everybody's there. Dana, you know, everybody was there. And so, you know, I'm glad, Matt, anybody I missed in the videos, I'm sorry about it. But you're going to see some people in videos. Shout out Crypto Lifer. We're going to see some people in the video that you're going to recognize. Obviously, Dave Digital and Crypto Billy and Uncle Jimmy and everybody. So make sure you tap in with your boy Cassius Cuvée. Peep the end of this rap I'm about to play for you right now, okay? This is the weekly recap rap. Peep the end of it, and that's going to give you a clue of what's coming next. Here we go, y'all. Peace. Love y'all. You know, I'm trying to tell people how to trade, but sometimes they don't be listening to me, man. These dumbass Web 2 algorithms ain't much help either, but the wave makers know what's up. So let's go. I told my Discord the chart is set up to dump on some dumb news. Then came the Elon and Donald Trump feuds. 12 shorts, 2 TPs run through. 10 left cause Giga short, mean dreams come true. Maybe I seen some clues like a gumshoes, what a gun do. Meet me out in real life and realize I wasn't just some dude. I'm a big dog when I come through. Shining always got baddies with me. My homeboy invited me to VIP and when we showed up, he was glad he hit me like, yeah. This year we in LV, not Tennessee. I'm right here where the winners be. Spraying Cuvée, not Hennessy. So damn right, you gon' remember me. So much love, pissed off haters. Plus you know on my show I bring the heat every week like Las Vegas. I'm only rocking with wave makers. Triple digits on 10X. There's prop firms and leverage like Breakout and Phemex. I'm dropping a gym next. This right here is the final warning. You better tap in with Randi Hipper. Live show tomorrow morning. You know, at this point, man, I'm just doing this to show you how it's supposed to be done. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. We on a come up. Yeah. And that's right, y'all. We are on a come up into all of 2025 with a positive vibe. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. Also, put in the chat one time, if you want me to start putting out some of these songs on MP3s, I'm going to give it to the wave makers first in the private Discord. So what I want you to do is to join my Discord totally for free. All you got to do is create an account on Phemex using my code GMMNX5 right there on the screen. Totally free account, trading account. I want real traders in the community. I appreciate y'all. Use my account. You also get special bonuses and special things that I'm going to be doing on Phemex coming up soon. Watch out for it next week. And, you know, giving y'all that alpha. But I'm going to start giving the songs out, too. I want y'all to have it and be able to bump it on your playlist because these are exclusive to the show. So I'm also, like, going to re-release the rap itself. But, you know, like I said at the end, watch Randi Hipper on tomorrow's show. And we're going to be doing it big, man. So shout out to all my Bitcoin besties. And, man, that's it for today, man. Enjoy your rest of your weekend, Sunday evening. I don't know if you guys watching NBA Finals or whatever you're doing, hanging out. Make it a great day. Tomorrow we got an exciting week. So enjoy yourself. I love y'all. I appreciate the chat, man. Y'all showed up big time. I see Randy got a lot of fans, just like I'm a fan of hers. But I appreciate everybody in the chat. I rock with all of y'all on Twitter and stuff already. But if you're new here, tap in me I always say this about everybody on Twitter, by the way. I engage with people who engage with me. All right. And I suggest you do the same. Let me put it to you that way, right? These influencers or these big old people, big old followers who don't ever acknowledge you or whatever, man, I just stop engaging with them after a while. Okay. If they act like that you don't exist, then what the heck do we need to work with them? I acknowledge my folks. So say something, always engage with me on Twitter and stuff. The algorithms don't help me that much. I didn't pay for the blue check mark, but engage with me on YouTube also. I reply to my comments. Any new people out there, if you have questions, you just want to learn, hit me up. Don't be shy. Ask any questions. No such thing as a bad question. With trading, it's new for everybody. With crypto, it's new for everybody. So I spend a lot of time just engaging with folks online, people who are brand new. I'll take the time to help you out. But really, if you go into my Discord, it's not just me helping you out, right? It's 24/7. Someone is in there constantly, answering questions. Somebody will give you some tips or some strategies on trading, or if you're new to trading, go into the Discord, ask a question. And I'll answer it, of course. But if I'm not there in the exact moment, definitely go in there because there's other people in there. Ima's in there. KPLU's in there. We got Blueberry's in there. You guys been trading for years. He told me, I don't even know if I want to put the business out there. There's a lot of money on some trades in there, by the way. I'm talking, 5-6 figures and shit. So, real serious traders are in there. So definitely join the Discord group. The link is in the description of this video. And again, you join 1 year for free. And for all I know, I might just say any of the first 50 people who join for 1 year free, I'll probably renew it for free next year for y'all anyways. I'm just trying to get the community popping in there from real traders, And of course, you get some of the exclusive stuff and some of the fun stuff as well. You guys know I'm a videographer and things like that. So, we like to show some of the fun. Just so you know, I shot this shot. Welcome to the here. Come Up with Cassius. I mean, not down. This one of Jade. I shot this shot, So I got a lot of cool shots. You feel me? Like, I do a lot of stuff, glam shots. And I got my own stuff too. So anyways, a lot of more exclusive stuff coming in the private Discord with your boy Cassius Cuvée. Anyways, we're signing off today. I really do love y'all. Appreciate all the support and the love. And share the song Bitcoin Bestie. You got